we know, the University of Tennessee is getting ready to expand in the next fiscal year, and that comes with some price increases both on and off campus. So joining us now to really talk about the explosion of UT is Justin Cazana, who's worked in commercial real estate for more than 20 years now. So I like to say he's an expert in the field, but plenty to talk about. We were joking when I came over. I said, you know, the slogan, everywhere you look UT, that's really just happening right now.
Literally everywhere. I mean, from South Knoxville waterfront, Pellissippi Parkway, moving out of the traditional campus. I mean, we've seen a tremendous amount of growth because, you know, for the last few decades, UT has been constrained by the river, the railroad, Cumberland Avenue and downtown, and really in the last 5 years we've seen them just explode out of that area and really allow for the growth of the campus and UT itself.
Because we know enrollment is going up,
Yep.
but as you mentioned, that doesn't necessarily give them more space because of the confines. So let's talk about what's happening in downtown, across the river, Pellissippi. What's happening in those locations?
Sure. Everything is a little different, you know, from a perspective of when you talk about, you know, moving out of the campus, they've moved some offices kind of across over into Sutherland Avenue into Cherokee Mills, which was a huge project. At the same time, you've got Pellissippi Parkway, where you have a small research campus that's built right there at Hardin Valley, where they took over another building. That's kind of in connection with their Oak Ridge National Labs type of project. What you're seeing across the river, I mean, that's what we've been talking about for a long time. The development of the South Knoxville waterfront. That's right there on Blunt Avenue. You're seeing all these apartments go up that have replaced, you know, older mills or factory type locations. I mean, we're talking, gosh, 800-900 apartments or beds there. Some of them will be students, some of them will not be students, but there's more growth that has to come with that. So, you know, that's driving up a lot of prices, but there's expected development to go around it.
And we were talking about this as well, that a lot of students are living off campus and sometimes in apartment buildings where it's not just a student dorm. So what do we see with that happening in the future?
Yeah, the apartments you and I lived in when we were in college are very, very different.
Yes.
It is the student housing development sector of commercial real estate has really taken on a new life in the last 10 years. We've seen it with everything that people have seen on Cumberland Avenue as these new towers go up, and they're coming along with amenities. I laugh that universities are now recruiting students the way they recruit athletes. It's about amenities. You're going to go into these apartments that are going to have solid surface countertops, 60-inch televisions, you know, queen-size beds, workout rooms, Pilates studios, all kinds of different items, and that's what they're fighting for. But they're also charging, you know, $1,100, $1,200 per bed, not per apartment, but per bed per month, and they're getting it. You know, what's on campus or not campus, right off of campus, Cumberland Avenue, they're probably at 93 to 95% occupied, which is a great thing if you're an owner. And we'll see. I mean, I remember I have a daughter that's graduating in 2 weeks from the University of Tennessee, and she called me in October of her freshman year, and she said, "Dad, I've got to sign a lease for next year." Like, you're 8 weeks into college, but that's when they have to do it because there's such a battle for apartments these days.
And a last quick question: do you think with all this growth happening, it's enough to handle the growth that's happening at UT with enrollment and all of that, or do we need more?
Well, you know, they can build the buildings to do that, to accommodate it. The issue you run into is infrastructure, because that's the hard part, is how many new cars are coming, much new retail, and how do you address that? So that's kind of where the pain can kind of fall in.
Guess we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Justin, thank you so much.